I have to apologize once again. I went on with the story without you guys. I got obsessed, and it happens every time. The story is very fun for me. The game is fun for me. I've played through the game multiple times. And for some reason, I've always chosen the Institute. We're not choosing it this time, just so you know. I'm sure I told you at the beginning of the walkthrough, but what had happened was, from the last one, I had wanted to go see Piper to get her as a follower, but I had to do the part and I wasn't thinking. So, from the last video, we discussed our findings with Nick. Alright? And then we had to go discuss our findings with Piper, once again, as you can see on the screen. And I'm just going to read the description of the quest because it's complete now. And there is a typo, and I want to point it out. It's pretty funny, actually. It would seem the only person who knew the way into the Institute was Kellogg, and he's dead. But there may be a way to access his memories. That was the sentence. Dr. Amari in Good Neighbor may be able to help. Dr. Amari runs the Memory Den, which from the stuff I've gathered so far, I've talked to everybody in here. It's you hop into these little machines up here, right there, and it'll take you to certain memories of your choosing. It's pretty cool. Just had to say that. This is the Silver Shroud. I might do this after this quest. It'll be kind of long. There's a guy in there if you want to go in there and do it. His name's Kent. Be very careful with him at the end of the quest. I don't want to spoil it. But, okay. Yeah, just be careful with him. And anyways, that's all I needed to say. Let's see, we're at the Memory Den in Good Neighbor. I believe I recapped everything we need. Piper's my companion right now. I'm gonna get her to love me. Love me. Nick's here. We're going to talk to Dr. Amari about using Kellogg's brain to let us find our son. Or my son. Our son. Me and the soul survivors. You know what I mean. Whatevs. Oh, I also found, or went to and got some new armor. Army fatigues and, what was it? Combat armor? Yeah, I think it was combat armor. Yeah. Full set of combat armor, minus the helmet. I decided to go to a haircut and get some hair, new hair and a beard, you know, RPG type stuff. Gave him a few more scars since I died a couple times last time, so I gave him about 3 new scars, because like each time I die, I'm gonna, on camera, each time I die I'm gonna put a scar.
We need your help, Doctor. I need the memories from a man named Kellogg, but he's dead.
I know it's asking for a miracle, Amari, but you've pulled off the impossible before.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you don't realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
But I've defiled the corpse. You're fine. Now, please help us. So what now? You're useless? Nah.
Please.
No, please.
Nick told me you're the only one who can make this work.
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this, and so do we.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait, that's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
Go on, Doctor.
Mr. Valentine is an older generation synth. But Institute technology being what it is, the brain implant could fit him. But that's an incredible risk to take. We're talking about wiring something to his brain.
Don't worry about me, Amari. I'm well past the warranty date anyway.
Down the gain. That's why my voice might sound a little quieter, because I have the volume on my TV. But just trying to find the perfect set. Let's see, work this out. Thanks, Nick.
What's with the hard look? Say something.
You really think this will work?
No idea. We got a missing kid on the line.
I care for my companions, unlike some people. Nissan.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary...
Oh, dude, I still gotta tag him in this. He'd be kind of shitty, probably.
See here.
He'd be like, "Oh, you bitch, motherfucker,
I need
I'm gonna
you
fuck
to
you up." Oh,
Mr. Valentine.
Nice.
includes Gragnok Barbarian holotape.
Changing your cognitive
I am that game's not that great, not that great. It's very difficult actually.
That's what I was afraid of.
Reminds me of
Sonic impressions are encrypted.
what was that game?
One last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the
I don't know. We'll play it after this.
Tell
Way
me
to
how
break
we're
it?
past this, Doc.
Let me think. The encryption is too strong for a single mind. But what if we use two? We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers. Run your cognitive functions in parallel. He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memories we can find.
Let's do it.
Let's get started.
Just sit down over there and keep your fingers crossed.
Oh, this is gonna suck. Last time when I realized that, you know, I fucked up, she was standing there and she pointed that way, like with her entire arm. So I'm like, oh, where? And that's how I found that magazine. Nick, be careful. I love you. I don't want you to die and all that. I really love you. We're gonna be the best of lovers. I mean, friends. Memory lounger. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Go, go. Please stand by. Oh, she's worried. She's coming over here like, oh my gosh, he's gonna die. He's gonna die. I love when every companion just goes on that side of the monitor. Like, no matter what, always does. Oh,
It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on.
did not mean to talk during her. She gonna try and stab me. She crazy. She ain't good neighbor, bro. She gonna pull a Hancock and fucking stab me 2 times. Stab, stab. I gonna die.
Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location.
Alright.
There.
I'm gonna say this.
This is the earliest intact memory we
bitch.
can find.
Okay. This is probably the coolest part of Fallout 4, in my opinion. And I really want not a part like this, but more of a open, like Operation Anchorage. Because the Anchorage thing was cool. And with this kind of graphics and modern technology.
You are experiencing
You bitch.
memories as Kellogg. This may prove disorienting at first.
I'd like an Operation Anchorage about Nate, or, well, the sole survivor, his time in the war. Like, I don't know how that would be. I think I might have discussed it in a previous episode. But anyways, really rad. My ideas are amazing, better than anybody's. Just saying, just saying.
I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules. But really, I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad. Yeah, it doesn't matter now, though. Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but she loved me in her way. And she protected me from Dad. That cost her more than a few beatings. I never knew what happened to her after I left. I didn't want to know. Not then. Dad was either drunk or not around. I guess he must have run with one of the raider gangs, but I never really knew what he did. Don't know why Mom was with him. Maybe at some point in his life he wasn't a complete asshole.
Just like click everything I can, get a little backstory, and then watch the memory play out. So.
What a joke.
What's it mean, Mom?
Nothing, Connie. People like to talk and hope someone else is going to keep them safe.
Teacher at school said the NCR would bring back the good old days. Like before the big war.
Don't you listen to that twaddle. I'm going to stop sending you if that's what they're teaching you.
I'm going out. Where the fuck did you put my boots?
Listen to me, Connie. You take this. You're old enough. You're the man of the family now. It's your job to protect us. Your father's useless, but you won't turn out like him. You're a good boy. And all that on the radio, all useless talk. The only thing that will protect you in this world is that gun in your hands. You need to learn to use it if you're going to survive.
I will, Mom. I promise. I won't let you down.
You've always been.
I thought he was gonna shoot me.
This
I
doesn't seem
panicked.
to be what we're looking
And I've seen
for.
this like 3 times.
There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Try that one.
Okay. But that gun, I wonder if it's... He has a one thing under his desk. I wish I could get it. Oh my god. Oh. Anyways, I wonder if that handgun that she gave him, Kellogg modified it over time and is the 44 or 44 40 cal the Kellogg's pistol that you get from killing him. That would be pretty sweet. But I don't think we'll ever find out. That's Kellogg, and that's his bae, and that's his baby.
The thing about happiness is you only know you had it when it's gone. I mean, you may think to yourself that you're happy, but you don't really believe it. Focus on the petty bullshit or next job or whatever. It's only looking back, by comparison with what comes after, that you really understand that's what happiness felt like. I was the worst thing that ever happened to her. If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me. Almost certainly lived longer. Whatever made me think that a guy like me should have a daughter? No, I never deserved her. Not for 1 second. It's gonna be fine. You'll see.
But we don't know anybody here. And now, with the baby?
Come on, Sarah, you've got to give it a chance. I finally got steady work with a good outfit. Nothing like that in the NCR these days.
No, I'm not saying this was a mistake. I'm just... Are you sure these guys know what they're doing? They seem kind of green.
I know, but that's where I come in. Just wait. In a few years, I'll be running my own crew. As soon as I make the connections I need. Then I can give you anything you want. And little Mary, too.
I never worried about you before. Must be my mama instincts kicking in. Who knew I had those, huh?
Come on, you're
About
great.
Callie.
And you don't need to worry about me. Most of it's just running security for the sheep. A lot of standing around looking tough.
Well, they sure picked the right person for that job.
Listen, it's gonna be great here. See this? This is what's gonna keep you and Mary safe. I promise.
Most
I know.
likely his gun.
I'm sure we're gonna be really happy here.
We are. You'll see. That's okay.
Connie.
I got it.
I never noticed that before.
Let's keep looking.
Wait,
I'll connect you
wait.
to the next intact memory.
Bullshit. Play again. Play again. Cool. Okay.
I thought San Francisco was my chance to start fresh. I was the hot shit, the gunslinger from the hub, rolling into town with the world at my feet. Everybody knew I was the one who'd shot Valdez. And I could write my own ticket to any outfit in town. It all worked out pretty damn well. For a while.
Now I gotta point out, the developers made his ass huge.
It's gonna be fine.
Like,
You'll see.
Christ.
But we don't know anybody.
Like, fuck. Her ass is smaller than it. Her ass is flat. And his got... Oh my god. They swapped bottoms. That was the joke. You're not Sean. I'm an asshole. My laugh is terrible. Here's when it gets intense. Mute.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
In case you didn't notice, that guy
I
is
found
Kellogg.
another memory to try. I'll connect you.
Yeah, just because he had a assault rifle doesn't mean he wasn't Kellogg. And my
How did you think this was gonna end?
shut
Kellogg?
up. My first time through, I heard that stuff and I was kind of sad. Second time, it wasn't that bad, and now I just don't care. It still sucks. They didn't deserve it. And I did not. Oh, I couldn't. Whatever. Click on him.
Mind if we...
I didn't care where I was going. Ended up mostly wandering east. Getting as far away from San Francisco as I could, maybe.
Sit down.
Suit yourself. There's always someone who wanted someone else dead. Sometimes just roughed up, but dead was usually what they wanted. Sometimes they thought they could cheat me. That was usually only when I first arrived somewhere. Didn't matter to me. I just took it as part of the job. A little extra thrown in for free. I always got paid in the end. one way or another. I don't remember much from that time. It all kind of blends together. There was almost always a bar, though. That's universal.
So, I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
If you pay me.
Oh, we'll pay you. And, you'll do this all by yourself?
That's right.
We pay you when the job's done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it? So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's his family. Lives down the creek a ways.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
And he even killed some children too. I thought that was blood, but remember that it's red. I couldn't think of what it was called. But anyways, pretty sad because I believe this is where we find out that he did kill children. No, different.
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
I finally
We'll
ended
watch
up
it.
in the Commonwealth. I kinda ran out of road. Plus, I'd come to terms with life. I wasn't gonna be stupid enough to get mixed up with caring about other people again. It was just... You heard all sorts of rumors about the Institute.
My life.
But I figured they were just a convenient boogeyman for anything bad that ever happened. They were real, all right. They didn't know anything about operating on the surface. Relied on their synths for everything. They had the resources I needed, and I had the expertise they needed. Turned into a permanent arrangement, which suited me just fine.
He basically said in this that he didn't give a fuck, and I don't want to hear you. I don't. Anyways, these guys.
First synths weren't all that impressive. I'm good, but I'm not that good. But the Institute could always make more, and kept making them better each time. They still give me the creeps, but you have to get used to them if you want to work with the Institute. So, you're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed.
We do, as you can see.
What do you want?
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I could see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748, initiate.
Systems off.
Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something. We're running out of grain here. There's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
You got, no matter what, he may be a dick, and you may hate him, but Kellogg was a badass. That's all I gotta say.
Manual override initiated. Cryogenic stasis suspended.
I was now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth. If they needed something done, they came to me. It wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out. I didn't know then who it was we were grabbing from the vault. Of course, neither did they. Not really.
Vault computers are still working.
The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me, and I made sure they knew it.
That's good. Checking through the logs. Hopefully it's all just...
I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but, I never like to. And yeah, I guess it did remind me of, her. Yeah, I'm a cold-hearted bastard for sure, but, still human. Better this way, though. Better than taking her kid and leaving her alive. Find him. Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving him alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better. But I was cocky enough to assume I could handle some soft, pre-war vault dweller, even if he somehow got thawed out. At least I know those Institute bastards will soon get what's coming to them, too. If he could take me out, they won't be able to hide from him for long.
On C6, down the hall near the end.
This is the one. Here.
Open it.
Is it over? Are we okay?
Almost. Everything's going to be fine.
Come here. Come here, baby.
No, no, I've got him.
Let the boy go. I'm only going to tell you once.
I'm not giving you Sean!
God damn it. Get the kid out of here and let's go. At least we still have the backup.
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized.
What's the holdup?
I'm almost finished, Kellogg. I just need to confirm. Come on. All right, we're good.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again. I found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready.
That still sucks. I miss you, babe. I will always love you. And until me and Piper get together, then I may just forget you and give her your ring. Sorry. Sorry.
Is that your son?
Wasn't my idea to settle down
Supposed to
with
be
a
a
kid
very
in the
recent
middle of
memory.
Diamond City.
So, good news, I think.
I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long. The new breed of synths could easily pass as human. Some of them did. But the coursers, they weren't built to blend in. They were killing machines, pure and simple. Smarter, stronger, and faster than almost any real human. I'm just glad they were always on my side.
Kellogg.
It's okay. One of these days, you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Bye.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready.
Cool. So cool.
Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
I'm okay, Doctor. Thank you.
That's good, but I want you to keep monitoring yourself. We have to be sure there's no long-term damage. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
We got what we needed. The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out.
Yes, their greatest secret has finally been revealed. But that only leads to more questions. How does it work? Where do we go next?
That scientist Kellogg was supposed to track down. Virgil, we need to find him.
You're right. A rogue Institute scientist could answer all kinds of questions. Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That doesn't make sense. No one goes there. Not even if they were desperate.
If we need to find Virgil, then I'm going after him.
If you're going to go, be prepared. You'll need some way to combat the radiation there. It's called the glowing sea for a reason.
I'll find a way to get through the rats. Don't worry.
Good luck. And be safe. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
A bit longer than I should have been, but thank you for watching the memories of a cold heartless bastard that's dead. Next video I'm gonna go check on Nick. We're gonna play a video game in the game and probably do some Minutemen quests just to show you what I do off screen, you know. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I love you all.